Good evening, T-Speaker 222 with the ISO headquarters. It's 10:06 p.m. on the East Coast in the United States of America. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning. We're approaching that 600 subscriber mark, which is awesome. We're getting more people in here. I believe more people who buy ISO coins should read all of this. You need to understand more about not just the ISO, but also SWIFT, because they play off each other. So this is going to do more with SWIFT, but supporting payments transformation in Europe. I think this is a great read, and you're going to hear a lot of more terminology that you're probably not used to in this. So just do your best to follow along, and with learning knowledge, you can incorporate to what's coming next in the digital transfer. So the most important thing you can do is sit back and relax. You know, if you need to, whatever you need to do to relax, just sit back and relax. Also, if you stick around until the end, I'll do a little bit of technical analysis. I think today I'm going to focus on Dogecoin, Shiba, and then I'll pick an ISO coin of my choice. Besides those two, obviously they're both ISO coins, but I'll pick a third of my choice. I usually do three. So if you stick around until the end after this, it's about a 4-minute read, but this is from December 3rd, 2021. So supporting payments transformation in Europe. The European payments industry is undergoing a rapid transformation. A global transformation of both wholesale and retail payments is underway. Driven by a multitude of forces in Europe, the Euro system has set a clear path for financial market infrastructure renewal. This, along with changing customer expectations, broader market infrastructure renewal, and regulations such as PSD2, is putting payment transformation at the top of the agenda in the region, and the need has never been greater. With the role of e-commerce continuing to grow and the acceleration of payments towards real-time, public and private sectors must work together to deliver digital payment experiences that are simple, secure, compliant, and cost-efficient for users. Market infrastructures and financial institutions alike have been investing significant resources and strategic attention to solving these challenges, and sustained and committed collaboration is key. SWIFT, your trusted partner in Europe. SWIFT has long supported our customers in Europe, and we have worked closely with European stakeholders and market infrastructures to successfully manage market change initiatives. We firmly committed to continuing this strong partnership with a clear focus on supporting the industry across various areas at the heart of Europe's payments transformation agendas, including connectivity to existing pan-European ESMIG, Euro, EUR01, and domestic market infrastructures, connectivity to European Instant Payment System, TIPS, RT1, and others, ensuring seamless cross-border connectivity between Eurozone banks, market infrastructures, and the international correspondent banking network, reusing our platform capabilities and new innovative initiatives such as the European Payment Initiative, EPI, the interlinking of market infrastructures and central bank digital currency projects, standardization of richer data structures, messages, and APIs to ensure end-to-end interoperability. Europe is making great strides in the transformation of its payments infrastructure. SWIFT is proud to be a part of many of these innovative initiatives, which are central to our vision for instant and frictionless transactions. As a trusted partner with a proven track record of supporting market evolutions, we look forward to continued collaboration on Europe's payment transformation journey. So the reason I'm sharing this too is a lot of people talk about how SWIFT is dead when the ISO kicks in. It's not exactly that easy. SWIFT actually carved in its own place, and it's going to be kind of at war, good versus evil kind of thing, but you're going to have SWIFT, and you're also going to have it's not, SWIFT doesn't just go away with XRP and all that. These all have a place. Enabling instant, or should I say with Ripple, enabling instant and frictionless transactions. SWIFT and the European payments industry share a similar vision for the future of payments. Our strategy provides critical building blocks towards enabling instant and frictionless transactions from one account to another in Europe and worldwide. Thanks to the strong collaboration of our community on SWIFT GPI in recent years, we have massively accelerated the speed of cross-border payments and enabled full end-to-end transparency in response to market needs. Today, almost half of payments are credited to beneficiaries within 5 minutes, about 2/3 within 30 minutes, and nearly all within 24 hours. We are introducing new products and services that reduce friction, further enable financial institutions to unlock more value for their customers. These include upfront validation of beneficiary details to ensure payments reach their end destination quickly, streamlined exception management to speed up resolution times, fast and predictable low-value payments, and new rich data services based on the ISO 20022 standard. So the point, once again, is Swift has completely flipped their company. Not actually their company, but their underwriting and code to now meet up with the ISO 20022 standard. And they, too, will be compliant. So Swift will be compliant with the ISO 20022 protocol. So that's something to consider, because a lot of FUD on YouTube tells you Swift is going bye-bye. Swift is going nowhere. Swift will be competing head-on with Ripple. Finally, we are also enhancing the Swift platform to provide end-to-end transaction management, orchestrating interactions between financial institutions and other participants to minimize friction, optimize speed, and provide transparency and predictability from one account to another, virtually anywhere. We are supporting financial institutions at every step in the transformation, and many critical components have been delivered in advance to allow for testing and readiness, including an in-flow translation that will ensure interoperability between users of different formats. Strength and collaboration. Europe is at a critical point in its payment evolution, and Swift is working to support it at every step. We see many opportunities to standardize and reuse assets and approaches between different projects at national, European, and international levels. As a neutral global cooperative, our aim is to find common solutions to address common problems and common approaches to take advantage of common opportunities. The years ahead are crucial and will reinforce the call for collaboration and partnership within and beyond the Europe landscape. We are approaching an important milestone for European payment infrastructure in November 2022. Richer payments infrastructures will be able to flow seamlessly across high-value retail and cross-border payment systems. We are excited to take part in this transformation with a platform that interconnects financial institutions to offer business and citizens a unique digital payment experience. So guys, I hope you appreciate this. I hope you understand why I did this. But, you know, sometimes we got to make sure we understand that it's not just going to be Ripple. And when the ISO kicks in, Swift's not going bye-bye. Swift's done a lot since I've been on the air. As a partner, almost 10 months. And on here for almost 3 months now. They've done a lot for compliance and flipping the protocol and their script. So, anyhow, Shiba, let's do a little real quick TA, and then I got to get out of here. I taught classes, and I'm just ready to stop talking. But I wanted to do this. So, Shiba, we have this 3506 support. We are on it looks like a bear pennant, but we're going to see. We might get a nice little kick up, you know, before we come down. So, we're looking at this in the 30-minute. But I think if we break down, we're going to come down to that 3168 level. So, that's what I'd be looking for. Yeah, we could do this real quick and then come down. But I think with this kind of a pattern, it's already telling us we're on a bearish continuation. We're going to end up down here sooner rather than later. So that's what I'm looking at with Shiba. So we've got 3168 as support, 3506 as resistance. If we break that resistance, the next level I'd be looking at is in the 30-minute time frame at 3673. On our way up, if we can get to the top side, to 4052. Doge. We broke that 1828 for a brief second, but we came back down after the wick. Now we came down back under the 30-minute time frame. I believe we're on a bearish continuation pattern here as well. We have an overextended up here with the wick pull up, but I still think it's a bearish continuation, and the pull up might mean that it's only coming to here instead of here. So that's what I'm looking at with Doge. We have 16-cent support, 1828 overhead resistance. We've got a cup and handle right at 20 cents, a lower one. And then we've got upper resistance at 22.22. If we fall through 16.01, we come to 13 cents. And then likely 0.922 if we fall through the double bottom. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? One that I don't cover a lot. H-bar. It's not an ISO coin, but it's a vital coin. I haven't done analysis on this for anybody in a while. But this is what I had drawn out. After we broke the uptrend, we were in a symmetrical triangle, and I said that it was just meeting the top. And we had a big talk about how it was on an uptrend, yes, but it was only on an uptrend because of the part of symmetrical triangle it was on. So then when it came through there, it showed it was a fake out, came through. Now it fell through the bottom. So in the daily time frame, we're on the bottom side. So this is very bearish. So now, what we used to have on here was we had down here as well, where we had this level of support. But now, I mean, look how far that broke down, guys. That's all the way almost back to the bottom of this pattern. Holy shit. That is crazy. How far H-bar fell. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's overextended now, but look at that. If it fell into here now, I mean, if it falls in double bottoms here, I would buy H-bar as well. You've got to have some collateral for H-bar. So what's going on here? And we can do this very nicely. We have low support way down here at 19.9. Holy fuck. We got 23.8. We've got a very important, we'll break it down from here. 307, because that's the 30, or that's the daily time frame, I mean. In the 30-minute time frame, we've got overhead resistance, which is very important here at 27.3. We've got underneath support, which created some kind of weird bottom here at 25 cents. So we got to break through that, obviously. You can see it in the 30-minute now. It had a bunch of wick pull downs. So I would say overhead resistance is 27.3. We do have a mid resistance that's ahead of us with this tightening zone. So we're trading between 25.1 support, 26.2 resistance, 27.3 overhead resistance on the 30-minute time frame to try to get somewhat to the bullish side to try to make a push at the 4-hour time frame, and which is up at 307. Otherwise, our support is 251, followed by 238. And if we fall through that, we're going back down to 19.9. If we fall through that is when the interesting things start to happen. And then I want to do quant. I don't do quant often enough. The quant, we've had this out here as well. We have resistance at $194.65, which is played beautifully. We have support at $154.95. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. And this should, whoops, shit. I don't know where I had, oh yeah, it was right here. Something like that, I think. But this was a channel that we had going down. I think it broke the channel now, finally. Because these were supposed to be extended out. I don't know how it got pulled out. Actually, I don't think it did break it. Because if you actually pulled it out properly, you could say that that's how it's running within there. Came down, went to the top, now it's back down. So, but that's irrelevant. I'm not doing it for the channel. I was just curious what that line was if I pulled it down. So, 154 support, or not 186. We're going to put this at the daily because there's 193, and I think that's where it was at. We have the 4-hour time frame way up there at $220 that we would have to get on the top side to prove back to the bullish side. But in the short term, to try to push short-term bullishness and switch the thesis from bearish to a little bullish, we have to pass $168. So right now, I'd say $154. And I want to pull this down because let's make this accurate. Because we want to get this exact trading range. So $150.26 is support. $168 is resistance. We have over the top that we would have to break up here at $185 to get to the 193 bullish bearish sign. Actually, that's not even up there yet. Yeah, this is so bearish right now. So, and then we have to come down to we have $150 support, and then we have $110 that it would fall through on this bearish continuation if we do continue to the downside. Although, this is more on a downtrend, and these are fucking crazy patterns. If it breaks up, though, I mean, you could have a nice little pump up to about, I would say about $206. But I think with the market conditions, we're prime for a double bottom to do something like this. Make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification to all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning.